my first guest, a beautiful and talented actress, one of our favorites, and a nice woman. She plays the voice of Princess Fiona in Shrek 2, which just had the biggest 5-day opening in the history of Hollywood. Please welcome Cameron Diaz. Oh, the Navy guys like that.
Hi, boys. Watch it.
Oh, yeah. Wow, you're a good whistler. That's very good.
Yeah, I drove my dad crazy learning that.
That was a great whistle. That's like an ear, because most girls go,
I know.
That was very good.
I figured, you know, the whistle, my dad was in the Navy, actually.
Oh, okay.
But he...
Yeah, there you go.
And you have to learn how to whistle like a sailor, right?
I guess that's I don't know if they still, do they still do that? No, they can't whistle. All right.
Whatever. It's okay, never mind. We're gonna be over here.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on Shrek 2. This
Thank
is
you.
very exciting.
It's very exciting.
Yeah. Is this one of your favorite acting jobs?
It is.
Yeah.
Well, certainly it is.
Yeah.
It's just wonderful to be a part of such a great message, you know.
Yeah,
it's such a beautiful film, and it's great to give kids a message and also, you know, a message to adults and entertain both audiences. It kind of goes across the board. If anyone saw Shrek, the first Shrek, you know how much fun it was for everyone.
Yeah.
And this one's definitely like, everybody says they like this one better than the first one, which I don't understand. Because it's like kind of saying, you know, I like this my first child more than my second child, or my second child more than my first child.
Well, no, it's like saying I love you more now than when we met.
Oh, right, okay. That's good. Thanks, Jay, for saying that.
When you're married, you have to know these things.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a Shrek 3? Probably.
I hope so. I'm in for like Shrek 10 or 12. I don't
But
care.
see, it's cool because someday when you're an old lady and you're 80, it'll still be, you know, it's one of those things.
Fiona keeps her figure.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, it's so real when you watch it. I mean, do the artists draw do they look at your mouth?
Yeah, they video us while we're doing it, unbeknownst to me for the first Shrek.
Oh, you didn't know they were videotaping?
No, I didn't. I was like, what do you mean there was a camera on me the entire time? Meanwhile, I came in and like, I was doing Charlie's Angels, the first Charlie's Angels training, and I'd come in like all sweaty and like my pants hanging off my butt, and I'd just be like, you know, doing all these karate chops, and see, they can whistle. Yeah. And I was just like, I can't believe you guys have been filming me this whole time. But yeah, they take bits and pieces of your sort of expressions and kind of meld it into the character. So it's not, I don't look like Fiona, but Fiona possesses some of my movements.
Now, you were just in Cannes promoting this, right?
I was.
Now, is that a fun gig to go to? Is that fun, or is it like just hectic?
Yeah. Can you say hell?
You can say hell.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's fun because for us, like, we get whisked off by Jeffrey Katzenberg, who's the kindest, most generous man ever. And, you know, we bring all our friends and we go to stay at the Hotel du Cap, which is this amazing hotel with beautiful grounds right on the Mediterranean. Really hard. It's really hard. And then you sit, like, with the sea behind you, lapping up on the rocks while you talk about a wonderful film that you're so proud of. And then you get done and you go up to the du Cap bar and you have a Bellini.
A Bellini?
A Bellini.
No, what's a Bellini?
A Bellini is peach nectar. Don't ever let them give you peach juice or like liqueur.
Right.
It's peach nectar.
Nectar.
Nectar blended in the blender. And champagne on top of it.
Oh, and champagne.
Oh, God.
And how many of those did you have?
Who's counting?
Hey, yeah. Now, does the whole crew fly over together, the whole cast? I mean, how's that work?
Yeah, Jeffrey got us a big old plane. It's called the BBJ.
The big old plane?
Yes, the big, well,
the BBJ.
Boeing, yeah, the Boeing business jet. Yeah, the BB, I know.
See, that means something else to the Navy, yeah.
I know. Anyhow. We all flew over on that plane together with Mike Myers and Robin, his wife, and Antonia and Melanie, and Eddie was on another plane, but Julie Andrews and group, and it was just like a bunch of us. There was like 10 of us. And, you know, Mike comes in halfway through the flight with like, he disappears and he comes back because it has bedrooms on it, by the way. It has 2 bedrooms and a bath. It's ridiculous. it's like once in a lifetime. You don't expect this ever to happen again in your life. You're just like, oh my God, I'm the luckiest person on the face of the earth that I ever got to see this. And you just hope that, you know, someday you get to tell the story on Jay Leno. And then Mike disappears and he comes back with like a robe on and like shaving cream on his face and his hair all messed up, and he's like, honey, have you seen my mouthwash? And we're like in the middle of us playing Scrabble. We're like, where did you go? You know?
Were there bellinis on the plane?
There weren't any bellinis on the plane, but there was cheese and crackers and a deli platter.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Cheap-ass deli platter? That's all the
Hey, beggars can't be choosers.
No, that's pretty good. Well, let's show a clip from Shrek 2. Take a look. All right. More with Cameron Diaz right after this. Be right back. Welcome back. We're talking with Cameron Diaz. Now, last time you were here, you broke your nose like right after that. So I'm staring to see if it's.
No, you can see it. It's.
Right
you see
there,
the
okay.
scar?
Oh, yeah, I do see a little scar. Yeah, okay.
And the bump has always been there. I've broke my nose 4 times now.
4 times?
4 times.
What, do you owe money to people? What?
Yeah.
What, are you gambling?
Yeah. I'm just like, right after I broke my nose, I got up early in the morning to go to the bathroom, and I was in a hotel, and I wasn't familiar with the route, and I walked right into a mirror and went, gunk, and it heard a little crack, and I was like, not again. And then the morning when I finally woke up, I looked at the mirror, and it had like my full nose grease mark, like right on the mirror, and I was like, evidence that things just find my nose.
That
they
sounds
just
like
do.
a Bellini may have been involved.
Quite possibly.
No, how did you break it? You broke it surfing.
I broke it surfing, and this time I broke it surfing, and this was the worst. It was the most severe. I totally busted my nose open. It was like in the water, blood squirting everywhere, shattered the side of my nose. My sister and I had learned to surf, and I was bringing my sister out, who was being very brave because she doesn't really like the water that much. Right. And I was forcing her to learn to surf, and it was this beautiful moment where me and my sister are like on the water, standing on boards across from each other, like, oh, we're surfing together. This is so much fun. You know, and like next thing you know, she like gets taken out by this other girl that's learning to surf, and she goes into the water, and I, of course, panicked because I got protective of my sister, and I started to swim towards her. And as I'm swimming towards her, I see that she's not happy. And then I see her board is like coming, there's a set coming in behind it, happened to be the biggest set of the day. And I'm going, you know what, my face is getting bashed right now. I know I'm gonna break my nose right now because I'm in front of a board with a wave behind it. And that is like 101 surfing, do not do.
Wow.
So next thing I know, I see the board coming, and it's coming closer, but my sister's over here, so I'm like, I'm not taking my eye off my sister, and the board's coming, and it just went whack like that right onto my face, and I was like, but the good thing about this was that my sister saw the blood and went, you know, like jumped up on her board and started paddling, which she wasn't doing before. Hence why I was trying to get to her. So she jumped up on her board, and I got on my board, and a friend paddled me in, and while I held my nose.
And how bad was the break? Did it shatter?
It was totally, like I had a gash across my nose, but I kept saying, don't worry, a couple of stitches is fine, it's good. Couple stitches, and we went to the surgeon, Dr. Flowers, who just like, you know, happened to be there on Saturday, and he, you know, totally looked at my nose. He's like, well, you shattered your nose. You bashed your nose. I was like, no, it just takes a couple stitches. Don't touch. I'm a control freak, Virgo. Oh, so I was, thank you. You know my pain. So I was like, no, just stitch it up. Do not touch the bump. I've had that bump since I was 11 years old. I don't want it changed. I know you think you want to change it, but don't touch my nose. And he was like, okay, sweetheart. Put me, you know, under, shot me up and looked at it and just went, your nose has like about 20 pieces right now that are just all over the place. And if I don't like fix it, with more than a couple of stitches, you're gonna have a nose that's broken in like 20 pieces with, you know, no.
Right. Okay.
So there you go.
Okay,
that's my story.
So that's 2. You had the mirror's 1 broken nose.
No, I didn't break it with a mirror. Things find my nose, Jay.
Oh.
They find my nose. If I sat here long enough, something on you would find my nose somehow.
Really?
Like even if you were walking in that direction, somehow something would fly back and hit me in the nose. It's like, I don't understand. Like, what is...
Are you a nose person? Do you find noses attractive?
I love noses.
Are you a big nose?
I think noses are so sexy. I love big noses.
Really?
I do. I really do. I think character. It gives
like Carl Malden
face
would be your ideal guy.
Well, no, I didn't say that, Jay.
No.
But I did say that I did like big noses,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that is a big nose.
Yeah, chins don't do anything for you.
I like
Yeah,
chins,
yeah.
too. I like character to the face. I do.
Like who? Like what's a nose? What's a nose you've seen on somebody? You go, oh, that nose, that guy, that guy's got the nose. Is there
I
any?
haven't seen. It is one of the first things. You know, people notice hands. I notice hands.
Right.
I notice noses is usually the first thing you see on a face,
Well,
right?
that's probably true. Yeah.
You know, you
Okay.
have a great nose.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Mine was broken too.
Really?
Yeah, my dog.
Your dog
When I was
bit your
6, my dog grabbed on my
Oh,
nose and I was running through. We had one of these a little terrier dog, and I was going like this, like an idiot. And the dog, I was like, ow! And I had this dog, and I was shaking it on my nose, and my mother's chasing me. And so I have that same bump. So
That's
I have
crazy.
that bump, so.
Yeah,
this too.
that's pretty intense. What happened to the dog?
Well, that was like when I was 6, so
Right.
the dogs don't live to
No,
be
I mean,
50.
but did your no, I mean, did you keep the dog?
Oh, we
after
kept the
that?
dog. Of course, my mother's not going to get rid of a dog just to bit me in the face. We had other kids. We only had the one dog.
Right.
Yeah.
They should have gotten rid of you.
Exactly. They came very close. Well, congratulations. It's Shrek 2, and of course, it's the biggest hit in the history of movies, and you're certainly the reason why.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I don't
right.
want you to see the. And I actually hear it because I know you're going to like this next guy with the
I know,
with the
with
critter
the
cam. Yeah, this
critter
is cool.
cams.
This is cool. Cameron, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Jay.
I'm glad your nose is good. Be right back with Mike Heighthouse right after.